Hello and welcome to my channel. That's me, I'm Alex, and I'm responsible for creating this sorry mess. This is my house. We've been living in it for a couple of years now and we're about to renovate the whole thing. It's a nice house from the 50s with all the electrical, plumbing and finish to match. Like asbestos. This and that. 70-year-old cast iron plumbing that might collapse tomorrow or in 10 years. Who knows? Join me while I take you with me on this magical and not at all professional story about my pretty normal house and everything that's wrong with it. Firstly, we need to rip out all the concrete flooring in the cellar to replace the cast iron piping. That means we need to empty the cellar. How to empty 110 square meters. 1076 square feet for you measurement challenge people watching this, without having another cellar to put the stuff in. Luckily we don't hoard, so most of the stuff will fit in our back room. But we need somewhere to store the firewood and keep it dry. So my first task will be building a storage for that. I was going to make something temporary, using old pallets, but then I started to plan my project in SketchUp and things got a little bit out of hand. I still used pallets, but the storage became less temporary. I started with leveling the ground and placed some stones on top to put the pallets on. I scavenged those from work since pallets make great flooring for firewood, keeping it air from below and thus keeping it dry. I framed up the storage using 45 by 45s. I only put one screw in the ends to frame it up. It might feel a little bit too little, but it will get strong enough when the siding gets added. I didn't really measure a lot making this, taking measurements from the pallets themselves and referencing the rest of the first bits I sawed up, so that they all got the same length. I added some framing for separating walls, so that we can keep the oldest wood reachable while adding more wood in first compartment when they get empty. The last bits of framing was some simple rafters sticking out a bit in the back, so that the roof will cover some of the stuff I might hang on the back of the storage in the future. This is where I learned a couple of things. 1. When you move your camera doing a time-lapse, save your video and start a new one. 2. My ass is larger than I think. Keep it away from the camera so you don't lose all your material. Luckily, you only missed me putting up some siding, which I made in the same style as the house. I need a better tripod. Lastly, I put up a temporary roof that will update at a later stage when we renovate the roofing of the house. For now, it just needs to keep the firewood dry. Last thing to do is to match the siding of the house and do some finishing touches to mark the end of this project. Anyways, it's done except for paint and proper roofing, and the firewood is out of the way. Next time we'll start tearing down the sauna and the garage and move everything out of the way for the teardown of the floors. Now look at this montage of a wood storage, and please like and subscribe, and I'll try to learn from my mistakes. you for watching my first video. This is a learning experience for me, and I hope to grow and get better at filming and producing. And I hope to get better at filming and producing stuff like this. And I hope to get better at English too. This is freaking hard. See ya!